Well, hello, my Aries. Welcome back to Timsy's Naked Tarots, or welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarots if this is your first time. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this playing deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. Okay, I will apologise in advance. There will be a few pauses in this video. I am cooking breakfast while I'm doing this read, but I was compelled that I had to do this read. So I've started it, and I'm just keeping an eye on the grill as I'm cooking. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Oh, that's the one. Okay. So maybe next week's one will. Maybe you're just not in this round of energy I am pulling on this time. So there is our person. We are dealing with an 8 of Hearts. The 8 of Hearts is a reasonably older water sign than yourself. We're talking maybe like between about 5 to 7 years older. Okay. Ooh, there you go. There's the bottom card. I don't know why it's wanted to do that. We are doing a read on the Eight of Wands, which came out in your All Signs overview, which I done a couple of days ago. Maybe, yeah, a couple of days ago. It was for the new moon in Cancer. So you are going to be feeling a little bit emotional. This new moon will be helping dredge up old emotions which you have kept buried, because not only is it a new moon in Cancer, but it is also the sun sign is Cancer as well, so it's doubly emotional for everyone. Right, okay, to back up our 8 of Wands, we got an Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Wands is forward movement, bold forward movement. Maybe you want to make a start on something with the Ace of Pentacles there. Maybe you want to make a start on something long term. Maybe you're thinking about starting a family. Maybe you're thinking about buying a house. It's that sort of thing. Maybe you're thinking about getting married. Okay, it's that sort of thing, which is like a long term thing. With the 6 of Pentacles to go with it, you're trying to get balance somehow, either financially trying to get balance within your house or home, balance within your work life, whatever it may be for you. We're all on our own little journeys. We may all have the same destinations, but we're all taking different routes to get to it. Okay, so all you viewers who are watching this one, you're all on a similar journey, going to a similar destination, and some of you may even be on the same route, but you're just at different points, different times. Okay, first pause coming up, because I've now just got to turn my sausages. Okay, well, as we can already see, the 8 of Cups has already come out as our overall energy. The 8 of Cups is movement. It's could be moving home, moving house, moving job, moving relationship, moving certain aspects of your life, things like that. It's generally moving away from something you don't want anymore. Maybe you're bored with your current hobby or pastime. Maybe walking in the woods just isn't cutting it for you anymore, and you want to do something else. Again, this is a reflection on your journey and your story, so apply what that means to you. Okay, so a little bit of what the 8 of Wands means in a little bit more detail. What's it mean for you? It means happiness, security. This is what you're wanting to move to. The sun. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. So sorry about that. I have a very sensitive smoke alarm, which happens to be fitted right above the door for the kitchen. So any tiny little bit of smoke from cooking sets it off. And as I'm grilling, there's a lot of fat spitting on the grill element. So anyway, getting back to it. Maybe, taking signs from the universe there, maybe you're feeling alarmed in your current situation and you're trying to move away from that. You are definitely moving in some description. We got the 8 of Cups, which is all about movement, moving away from something, looking for something better than what you've already got. And you have the Eight of Wands, which is bold forward movement. We've got the Sun. It's on a horse in this particular one, which is all about movement as well. But the Sun is also about security, happiness, joy, and warmth. So that is kind of like where you're wanting to move towards. Okay, your Eight of Hearts. Let's see how that fits in. How do they feel about your Eight of Wands and your Eight of Cups in this particular case? Is the King of Pentacles. This could be a boss. This could be an older sibling. It could just be an older friend in your life. But it is someone you see as successful. And they see you and your situation as successful. The King of Pentacles is, well, they're a rich, proud person who helps other people. So they may be willing to help you on a financial level, or perhaps they have knowledge in the field you want to move to. I don't literally mean you want to move to a field, but for some of you, you might. But like if you're thinking of changing job from one job to another, then this is the person who could be helping you with that. Okay, they could have knowledge in that particular area. Okay, the outcome, what the universe is giving us, and again, this is a possible outcome because we can all get in the way of the universe's plans with our own free will, is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, sort of sleepless nights, being sort of caught up within your own thinking. Perhaps you've been thinking about this for a long time. Perhaps you're anxious about taking the next step. If you are moving home, maybe you've only ever lived in rented accommodation and you're now actually buying a property for yourself. Perhaps you've always lived with your parents and now you're actually going out and doing it alone. Perhaps you have been in a long-term relationship with your current partner, and it's the marriage question is there, and it's like, well, I'm a little bit anxious. This is like a life commitment I am taking on. Okay, so we have got the High Priestess, we've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Nine of Wands, and we got the Ace of Pentacles, which we saw in the pre-shuffle. Well, no, the cup, actually, because you don't see my pre-shuffles. Okay, then, so this is telling us that intuitively, you know that this is the right time. And it's possibly to do with a secret. Okay, perhaps you have secretly always wanted to move towards whatever this may be. Perhaps there is a secret what has kept you nourished in an emotional sense, which is now like getting to the point where I don't want it to be a secret anymore. I want it to come out. With the Page of Cups, it could be an indication of new love. Perhaps new love has come into your life and this is what's suddenly driven you on. Perhaps with all the Cancerian energy which is around you at the moment, it could be some emotion dredged up from the past which is moving you on. And perhaps it's a change of chemistry between you and someone else. Maybe you always only ever saw someone as a friend, but now you're seeing them as more than a friend, and they're showing up in the energy as new love. It could be someone younger than you being a page, but it may not. It's, for some of you it is, but for the bulk of you it isn't. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and what I'm getting off this Nine of Wands over the last few times I've seen it pop out is it's not so much a being defensive and getting ready for the next round of fighting. It's more of a, I'm throwing it in the towel. I can't keep fighting this. I'm going to have to stand up and face it, or just walk away from it and leave it in the past where it was. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles at the end, the main thing you are looking for is a stable new beginning for yourself. Okay. And with an Ace of Wands, maybe a bit of passion, maybe something to I don't know, reinvigorate your enthusiasm on whatever it may be. As I said, this could be absolutely anything. It could be love, but it could be work. It could be your social life. It could be your pastimes, whatever it may be. It's whatever situation you're in, it's getting stale and you want something new and something different. Okay, now it could be the same situation, you just want to inject something, and there's another movement card for you underneath that Ace of Wands, the Chariot. Again, it's forward movement against the odds. You may have felt like you were never going to ever do this, but as I said, it may be the same situation you're in. You're just wanting to inject something into it to get it going again. Yeah, whacking a bit of nitrous in the engine to make it run that little bit faster and that little bit more excitingly. Right, okay, so let's see what this water sign is dealing with you. Okay, your King of Pentacles. Let's see how that is going to pan out for you. This is kind of how your water sign feels about your situation more than anything else. And they feel it's going to be successful. Okay, the Ten of Swords. Okay, and there's our Chariot again, which you saw was the second from bottom card on the thing, and the Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is an indication that they know it's over, they know it's done, they know it's dusted, they know that this situation is an end of a cycle. Okay, and obviously is a 10. 10s indicate a new beginning. They are the gateway to a new start. Normally they would lead to the same suit as what they are, so an Ace of Swords, but it can lead to any new beginning, which is appearing in a couple of cards time from there. The Chariot is, they feel that you are victorious, they feel that you are heading in the right direction and picking up speed with that direction. Now, the whole white and black horse there, that is to do with trying to control what you want from the future, the white horse, what you dealt with in the past, the black horse, and you in the middle of them, the present. Okay. Now, this Chariot, this Emperor who drives the Chariot, he's looking in the same direction as the black horse. I was drawn to this. This is why I'm talking about it. On this card, he always looks that way, but I don't normally notice it. And then I noticed the High Priestess is looking towards the darker column. Again, the dealing with the past bit. This is all somehow linked with your past. And this water sign is also linked with your past. They at least know about your past and know what you're actually kind of thinking and feeling about it. With the Ace of Wands coming out actually now as a proper card and not a crossing card, this is a passionate new beginning you want. This is it's something you've always felt strongly about, and you now actually want to maybe start it again, or actually just start it for the first time. Perhaps you can't swim. You've always wanted to swim. It could be something as simple as that. They know that this is your hidden passion, your hidden desire. And the last thing they feel about your situation is pain. They're gonna miss you. Okay, I get miss you off that more than anything else. It's not going to be like a relationship breakup sort of pain. It's just going to be the pain of missing you. They know that you are leaving their circle, or at least going out to the outer fringes of it, and won't be so in the mix of it with them anymore, which is causing them the anxiety. Okay, so that sort of tells us what this anxiety may be about as well. Maybe you're both feeling anxious about the same thing, and that is what's causing the anxiety. Right, hopefully that was the last time I'm pausing it for a bit. Right, okay, so let's see what this outcome is about. This Nine of Swords, this anxiety. This could be just the end of the anxiety. Perhaps the anxiety was actually formed from whatever situation you are in, the one you're trying to move away from, the one you're trying to break away from. Okay, and again, perhaps it's a water sign after all. Perhaps they're just feeling your anxiety. Water signs are very good at picking up other people's feelings and emotions. All the water signs are very empathic. Okay, so let's have a look at this Nine of Swords universe. We'll take the ones which are upright. Oh, yes. Right. So we got the Five of Cups. We got the Four of Pentacles. We got the Two of... And let's move them up and make myself a little bit more room. Okay, we have the Two of Swords as well. Then we have a Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the Three of Wands. Okay, don't know if you notice this, but we are literally going from 5 down to 2, one way or another in this. In fact, we go down to 1 with the Magician in the middle there. So this anxiety is about the loss of the situation you're in. Okay, for them, their anxiety there is a little bit of their own anxiety, and that would be the loss of you. But for you, this is the loss of your situation, the loss of the security which you have known up until now. The going it alone, if as I said, maybe you're moving job and you were secure in the job you were in, and now you're moving to another job which maybe is not such a secure field of work, or perhaps it's just not going to be secure for you because it's new and you're not sure what it's all going to be like. But with the Five of Cups, there is always 2 cups still standing. Only 3 of those cups are knocked over, and they are the representation of whatever you are feeling the loss from. But you have forgotten, or you are coming to terms with the fact that, well, this is new opportunities open for me. There's a coming together of new people. The Two of Cups for me is a coming together of energies, not necessarily a soulmate connection, although normally they are. So it's the opportunity to meet new people and find new people. The Four of Pentacles, the first thing I got off the Four of Pentacles is you are anxious that you don't have quite enough saved up for this transition you're going through, which could be the whole work thing. Perhaps you're jacking in a job and you haven't actually got another job to go to yet, and you're going to wing it for a little while. With that comes the fear of not actually having the financial security for that. But if you're always waiting to have the financial security for it, you will never actually do anything. I saw on a TikTok this morning there was someone talking about the 10 things which get in the way of life, one of which was always waiting for the perfect moment. If you always wait for the perfect moment, you're never going to do anything. The other thing about this Four of Pentacles is it's something, this anxiety is something which you've had for a long time. You've been hanging on to it for a long time. You may be putting it down to the job change, the house move, or whatever, but it's actually rooted deeper into something else which is going to surface during this month because of the Cancerian energies we are going through. The Two of Swords is, when it does surface, you are going to be left with a decision to make, a difficult decision. You're either going to have to cut it out for good, whatever it is, what makes you anxious, or that Nine of Wands, it is in the Nine of Wands column as well. You're going to have to actually stand up and confront it and deal with it. If you cut it out, you will just be pushing it back down. In the long run, it will surface again at some other point. The Knight of Swords is suggesting that you will actually go in and tackle this. You will charge in, you will attack it face on. Okay, it will require some sort of communication with someone. But then again, the whole Eight of Wands is about that as well. The Magician is, this is the time. You may be waiting for that perfect moment. The Magician is telling us this is the perfect moment. There will not be a better opportunity for this. You may be dredging up these emotional issues from time and again, but because of the current energies, everyone is dragging up their emotional issues. Whoever you have this emotional issue with is probably feeling it just as much as you are as well. The Three of Wands is looking for new horizons. This is what leads us into this Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands in the first place. The whole, I'm prepared, I'm ready for the next step. The Four of Wands, the commitment to, okay? Crossing this, The Ace of Swords, I mentioned it up here when I was talking about the Ten of Swords. So not only is that 10, that gateway that this water sign sees that you are walking through is leading you to a new passionate beginning. It's a new truthful beginning as well. It's like, well done. Let's start this on the right foot and be open and honest about it all. It's an aha moment. You're going to have an aha moment. You're going to realize that this Two of Swords, you can't keep carrying two. You can only concentrate on one of them. Okay, the Ace of Swords, the aha moment. Okay, so let's get a little something off the universe as well. I don't know. Shall we ask? Yes, why not? What is Aquarius's? No, what the fuck? What is Aries' aha moment? There, Ace of Swords. What is that? This truth which has bubbled up to the surface during this Cancerian energy, and that's the one we're having. Oh, there's two. They're the two we're having then. The Two of Swords, and it's about an Emperor. Ooh. Okay, so the Two of Swords, the difficult decision you have to reconcile with, and this could be reconciliation with yourself. It could be with someone else. Is taking control of it, actually standing up and dealing with it, as I said, with that Nine of Wands up at the top. The Emperor does take control of things. The Emperor is in control generally. After all, he is the person who runs the empire. And an empire is, well, we all know what an empire is. If you don't know what an empire is, Google up an empire. Okay, I'm not going to go into explaining what empires are today. Okay, so give us some clarifications for all this as well. It could be some form of divine masculine. Okay, I wouldn't normally say this. It could be a male. You might have to be dealing with a male, but if not that, it's definitely some sort of divine masculine, or someone you see as a divine masculine. Maybe a person who you see as the top dog within your family structure, your work structure, or something like that. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is backing up what we said about the Magician there. It is the right time. Now is the time that your fortunes are changing, the energies are changing. It's time to do it now. It will get better and better as it goes on. The Four of Swords, it's going to help healing you. Okay, I think I'll have 4 cards. We'll have 2 for each. Not that they actually really sort of go with them two and them two, but... and it's all about the Ace of Swords. The Tower there as well. The Tower, it's going to be a life-changing, shaking moment. And I'm not sure if I said that at the beginning, talking about like the general energies. We're all going to go through this. The Tower's going to come out in a lot of readings from a lot of tarot readers over the next couple of weeks, because of the new moon energy we are in, because of the North Node has changed into your sign, actually, into Aries. And because of just generally the energies we are all going through at the moment, is going to be creating towers. It's going to drag up emotions, drag up things we haven't dealt with for a long time, drag up things we have been suppressing for a long time, and forcing them in front of us. And because of the Aries North Node, we're going to feel the strength and the courage to actually tackle them this time. It's going to shake foundations. But when towers come down, well, it gives you the opportunity to rebuild. And that's kind of like what your read is all about. The 8 of Wands, bold forward movement. The 8 of Cups, moving away from something you don't want in your life anymore and towards something you do want. Okay. The Ace of Swords, this is just coming out. The universe is just backing up the fact that as I said there, you have to concentrate on one. You can't keep both on the go. That's what it's saying here as well. That 2 of Swords has to turn into 1. You have to cut something out of your life. Crossing this is the 10 of Cups. No, it's not. I wish. Okay, the 10 of Cups have something to do with it, because I called it the 10 of Cups, and I knew it weren't. I knew it was the 10 of Wands. It's emotional burdens. I'm going to say the 10 of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, the completement of emotional fulfillment, and moving on to a new emotional beginning. But this is the 10 of Wands, which is all about burdens. And again, it is the completion of the burdens, and it is moving on. And we've had the Ace of Wands there. It's come out as a crossing card as well. It's talking about it's not just an emotional new beginning. It's not just a grounded, long-term, stable new beginning for you. It is also a loving new beginning for you. The Ace of Cups leading off of the Ten of Cups, which I called this card apparently by mistake, but as we all know, there's no such thing as mistake in the universe. It's preordained and orchestrated and maneuvered and conducted all by the universe. I was always going to call that a Ten of Cups, no matter what card was coming out as it. Anyway, that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, as I said at the beginning, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Perhaps you're just further back on the energies. Perhaps you're a little bit more in front. Either anyway, why it's not resonating with you, it's just not resonating with you. Thank you very much if you have subscribed to my channel or about to. I do greatly appreciate all your support and effort you put in. Thank you if you have liked this video as well. Again, things like that help the algorithm get me seen by more people, and as I only do this to help people, it's not my full-time job or anything. That is great that I get out to help more people. Also, the algorithm, by liking and subscribing to certain channels, helps the algorithm know what you like to watch, thus being able to help send you videos it thinks you will like. The more you like certain types of videos, the more videos of that certain type you will get. Thank you for commenting. Commenting shows that you actually took a little bit of interest in this video and taken a little bit more effort and time than just hitting the like button. Thank you for that. I appreciate your time, and I will get back to you as quick as I can. And I now have a super thanks. So if you've ever thought about donating to a channel, there's a little heart with a dollar sign icon underneath near the description part somewhere. Click on that. I have no idea how to do it. I've never super thanked anyone. I have done super chats and things like that in the past. So I'm not practicing what I'm not preaching what I don't practice. I've just never done a super thanks. Okay, a super thanks is what you tend to use on videos like this instead of a live or a premiere. Anyway, that's that. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Hope this pans out well for you with your momentous move you are undertaking, and I will catch you all soon.